Hello everybody and welcome to Dungeons & Dragons Valkyrie, a homebrew Dungeons & Dragons campaign where a bunch of complete, originally strangers who met on Reddit actually, have become and continue to become the best of friends while playing Dungeons & Dragons live for you every Monday night at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am your host and Dungeon Master for the evening, The Majestic, creator of this channel here on Twitch, which is www.twitch.tv/The Majestic Gaming, and the YouTube channel as well, where all these videos get uploaded to, which is youtube.com/The Majestic, or you can find just by searching The Majestic. But I am joined by the same incredible group as 2 weeks ago, which we will talk about in a little bit, what all happened and stuff. But I will allow them to introduce themselves, starting with Rachel. Say hello, Rachel.
Hello, Rachel. Hi, I'm Rachel. I play Mira Helder, our half-elven rogue, and I want to remind everyone to turn on Audacity.
Thank you. Forgot to do that.
I almost did as well.
And it is on. There we go. Perfectly done, though, Rachel. And Brandon, say hello.
Hello, I play Jax, the Black Dragonborn Paladin.
Perfectly done. And Justin, say hello.
Hi, I'm Justin. I play the Fire Genasi Warlock Zashmar Efreet. And I wore green. I need to stop wearing green on this because you keep me out. It looks weird.
No worries. I was just about to adjust the chroma key just a little bit just to make sure because
It did something weird with my arm earlier.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold up your arm again, Rachel, for us. Oh no. Well,
Not
yeah.
good?
But okay.
I just like this shirt. It's comfy and it's been hot out, so it's good for work.
I mean, it's a nice shirt. There we go. That should be good. Okay. So, today we are going to continue. Oh, wait, real quick before we begin, I would like to say a couple of shout outs. First shout out, huge thank you to @JMool on Reddit, JMOOL, who created this fantastical artwork, as well as it was sort of like a 2-page comic strip. It was awesome, but it was from one of the highlights of the campaign. So thank you so much for that. A huge thank you to @Carly Matson, who created our first ever fan art, which was just incredible. It was everybody in the campaign, including Delilah, who we have not seen for a while, but we might get a reappearance of very, very soon. So thank you to @Carly Matson for that incredible artwork. If you guys want your artwork to be featured, go ahead and send it in. We would love to see them. Send it to me on Twitter @TheMajesticGMNG. And I will definitely see them, as well as we have our names throughout many different things where you can find us at. But, you know, if you just want to get in contact through Twitch or comment during the stream, or on YouTube, to send us artwork, we would love to see them. It's been so awesome getting a couple of pieces of that, so thank you again to those. Also, a huge thank you to @Kevin McLeod, who makes some incredible musical works that he actually allows for everyone to use, which is just awesome, I think, in the world. He's creating incredible artwork, which he just wants to spread the positivity of, and he wants to create that artwork as available as possible, so thank you so much to him. I'm going to go ahead and continue on. Actually, first off, continue on the story, however. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of music in here, too. Here we go. Yeah, I spoke of all that music. There we go. Apologies, guys. So, where we left off in the last episode, the group finally got to the ball where they met not only Lord Eowyn, not only his wife, not only his brother, you know, and also Peter Flynn, along with side Mira's mom. The two of them had a bit of a connection, as it were. We saw some strange individuals sitting in these 3 seats here. They didn't speak during the entire evening. They didn't drink during the entire evening. They didn't eat during the entire evening. And they just sat, contained to themselves. Throughout some investigation, the group found out, actually Brandon found out that they had been there for a couple days, staying in one of the rooms. But the wife didn't know much about them. Lord Eowyn was keeping a rather secretive was being very secretive about their past, where they came from, and why they were staying in the capital with them. Upon hearing this, he sent Mira and Zash to investigate and try and find their room, where they just found some ready-to-go bags in the blink of an eye. But while they investigated this area as well, Mira discovered a couple of books which spoke of the land of the Valkyrie, spoke of quite a alternate history of the Valkyrie themselves, telling about how they weren't gods, as everyone in the Church of Valkyrie would lead you to believe, but instead just a race of beings who have ascended to the heavens to no longer interfere with the lives of humans. Upon trying to read one of these books, she had some adverse effects. She immediately went blind and deaf in an instant. Luckily, her and Zash were able to find the potion room, where Zash was able to find the correct potion to get rid of her blindness, and she afterwards was able to find the potion to get rid of her deafness. But upon wanting to go back and pick up another book, she realized that that book too was trapped for anyone who were to disturb it. Immediately she became paralyzed, and almost completely at the same time, across the entire building, the three unknown individuals transformed to reveal themselves as a Drow wizard, a Drow priestess, and a Drow elite warrior, infiltrating the ranks of the capital's highest and most elite, and now ready to cause mayhem. We watched as the wizard summoned tentacles up from the ground, which grabbed onto many of the partygoers, slamming some of them into the ground, immediately killing them. And in the blink of an eye, he killed 2 guards that were standing there. Now we join back in, and I want everyone to roll initiative.
Oh god. 11 for Jax.
Ooh, not bad. 19 for Mira. Not that you can do anything.
16.
16, 11, and 19. Alright. Let's do... I'm just quickly writing all these down so that I have them. Zash had 16. 11 for Jax. Alright. The first one up is going to be the Drow Mage.
Shit.
After that sneak attack round, he's going to look around, see that everyone is either stunned for their lives, ready to flee, or like yourselves in the guards, about ready to stand up. And he sees this and a little smile comes across his face. He continues to speak in this high-pitched voice that you guys remember, hopefully, oh so unfondly. He's going to cast. And in the blink of an eye, he just vanishes from view.
God damn it.
Yep.
He holds up his hand, and in that instant, it's sort of like a blurred effect happens that sort of emanates outward from his hand as it just vanishes completely from sight. He is completely gone from view. And now, it is Mira's turn. Mira. Hi. Mira is still frozen in place where she is. Mira, I want you to go ahead and make a Constitution roll.
Oh, really?
Not a saving throw, yes, a roll.
regular Constitution.
Yep.
20 total.
Seriously?
19 plus 1.
Wow. Alright. Mira, you hear this loud banging. You hear people screaming in the other room as these squishing noises happen immediately after. You know something crazy is going on, and you know that you have to get to it. You feel like you're crawling in your own skin for a moment. It feels like you're like just about able to move, but you just can't until you're able to move your arm just a tad bit. And you realize that if you are strong enough, you might be able to get out of this in just a moment. So we're going to go ahead and move on from you. Very nicely done. We're going to go over to Knight 2. Over here. What would he like to do? He's going to use his heavy crossbow. He's going to make a ranged attack. Let's see. I said last week that each square is actually 2.5 feet. So it's a total of 2 squares for 5 feet. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35 just about reaches the visible creature right here. Yeah. Nope. He takes out his crossbow, seeing what this mage has done, and he's about to aim for him. Then all of a sudden, that wizard just vanishes. He knows that he has to hit one of them, but he aims to the one closest, but then thinks, well, you know, what if that was a friendly? He doesn't know exactly what's going on, so he gets scared at the last second. He pulls up his hand, right at his crossbow, fires, and it flies just shy of the top of the head of the, Drow Priestess. Next up, we have Zash. You are in this room. It is also, you also hear crashing. It's faint, it's muffled, it's coming through various rooms, but it is very loud still, and you know this, and you can tell the direction that it is coming from.
I run in that direction.
Okay. We will move you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 gets you right there. Do you want to dash?
Yeah, sorry, dash. That's what I meant. Run,
Okay.
dash, yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. I don't know if I skipped 2.5 feet. Oh well. And it brings you halfway through this long, narrow corridor. You're trying to run, but you're huffing and puffing a little bit as you've actually... Well, you didn't take on the characteristics, never mind. But it is quite a sight to see as the waitstaff, some of them who are walking down the hallways bringing pots and stuff like that, they see this large, hefty, dad bod fellow running down the corridor like a professional, like someone who's been sprinting a lot and unexpectedly very quick paced.
I was actually confused why my character was different. I forgot that I was...
You transformed into the portly fellow who owns all the clothing stores in the Citadel, practically. But you get halfway down the corridor with passing a few vases and a few lights on the way. But you are still a good bit of a distance out. Would you like to end your turn? You still have a bonus action if you wish.
I don't have any bonus actions,
okay.
So I guess I'll end my turn.
All right, just checking. Next up, we have the first knight. He is going to take a page out of his friend's book. His friend decided at the last minute to raise up his arm. He looks at his friend, goes, "What are you doing?" He holds out his hand, and he sees this Drow priestess almost about to cast something. So he knows that he has to hit with the crossbow. He shoots for 19, and that hits. He's going to deal her... Gotta find a D8 10. Sorry, everybody. Here we go, that works. He deals her 4 points of piercing damage. Nice, nice, nice. Next up, we have Jax. What would you like to do?
After the dude disappeared, did the tentacles also disappear?
He disappeared. The tentacles did not.
I'm gonna step into the square where I saw him disappear at.
Okay. You're right. I should probably do this. You step forward, and you feel nothing around you. You are now in, you are now in melee range of the Priestess of Lolth.
Okay.
But there's nothing there right now.
Okay. Thought maybe he turned invisible. I mean, he could have moved away. I don't know, but all right. I turned to the Priestess. I believe last time I said I already pulled out my sword and spoke the.
You did. Your
activation.
swords started to glow with sort of a black hue, which was quite an an unusual sight to see, to glow black. But you saw as just one drip of acid dripped off the tip of it.
It's badass. Okay. And just for reference, I don't know if you remember or not, I did use 2 first level spells and 1 second level spell last time. So I have 1 second level spell slot and 2 first level spell slots left.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah, I leave it up to you guys to remember those anyway, but I appreciate you letting me know. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
What would you like to do? You are in melee range of the Priestess of Lolth.
I guess I'm just gonna attack her.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack.
Okay, 18.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice. Sorry, I gotta. It's the first time I've used this new sword, so I gotta
No worries.
see what the damage on the poison is. Or, well, acid. So 10. So 14 slashing damage.
Okay.
And 7 of the acid
For
damage.
a total of 21 points of damage.
And then I'll take my second attack on her as well.
Okay. Very, very nice.
19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Ah,
Boy, you guys are
Okay,
quite
so
different from the first time you guys met these
6,
people, huh?
4. So, that's 10 slashing damage
Alright.
and 3 acid damage.
Alright, for a total of 13.
Yeah, that's my turn. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Taking your dripping sword, you come up and slash across the Drow Priestess, who's just about ready to enchant some sort of spell. As it slashes across her, she screams out, "Ah!" as you watch this streak of a mixture of blood and acid just splatter across the ground, burning it in some spots and already staining it in others. She comes up, lets out sort of a bit of a growl as you come back up. You stab it up into her shoulder. She pinches backwards, holds on to it, but is still ready to hold out her hand. You end your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Next up, we have the Drow Elite Warrior. He's going to move right up next to you. He was in melee range, but he wants to get up really close. He's going to sort of try and nudge his way between the Priestess and yourself. He is going to make a multi-attack with his short sword. First one for 18.
I believe I'm 19 now.
Are you? Oh,
Yeah.
Damn. Alright, very nice. So he comes up, he sees that you stabbed her, he takes a big swing, but it's so slow and gargantuan that you're able to quickly move out of the way just a tad bit, moving your shoulder so that the blade swings right past you. Next one definitely will hit, I hate to tell you. 24.
Yep.
Alright. He is going to do, hey, this is good news for you, actually. So being a dragonborn, you're resistant to poison damage?
Acid damage because I'm black dragonborn.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Never mind. Not so good news. Alright. He's going to deal you 7 points of piercing damage and 9 points of poison damage. As he's finally able to quickly come back and stab it into you a bit, he twists it and sort of lets out this billowing, happy laugh grunt as he twists it and allows that poison to really seep through into you, and you wince a good bit at that. But he's going to end his turn. Yeah, he's going to end his turn, and now the Drow Priestess is going to take hers. She 20-foot radius. Okay. What she is going to do is uncaringly, for this brute which just stepped in front of the line of fire for her. Let's see. 5, 10, nope. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20. She's gonna go over just a tad bit. So, right about here. She's going to cast Insect's Plague. She holds out her hand and continues the spell that she was about to cast just moments ago. You guys watch as you just hear this. And you look over to see that suddenly, like out of a spout of a oil spell, when you just hit oil, this stream of bugs just start pouring up and out of the ground. They begin to fly up around in a big circle, almost like they're trying to create a giant whirlwind in the room around you. And immediately, I want everyone to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw that is in this, which is you, Brandon. And let's see, these people.
Oh,
okay.
nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Would the warrior also be in the radius?
The warrior?
The Drow warrior, yeah.
He is, yes.
Okay.
The brother made a critical fail.
No.
Shit. He was on my side the whole time.
Yeah, he was cool.
It doesn't. What's the spell save? DC 15. No. Yes. Okay. Oh, jeez. My phone is blown up. Alright. So she is not. And, okay. Immediately. You made nat 20?
Yep.
Okay. And then you rate him as well. Oh. Okay. Lord Eowyn sees this. He's able to quickly dodge out of the way. Let me just double check for... No. So everyone else... Oh, and let me just check the miscellaneous people as well. Yeah, no. Alright. You guys watch as it starts with this girl right here. The insect plague flying up through the air begins to swarm on her, and in seconds, she becomes a walking mass of bugs. As she's screaming out in pain, wailing her arms, she falls down to her knees, reaches for help, and falls down to the ground dead. very familiar sight continues to happen as person after person gets infected by this insect swarm, unable to escape the vicinity in time. You guys watch as the same thing happens to Lord Eowyn's brother. He runs out quickly, reaching for his brother's hand, but he's pulled in by the swarm of bugs and just drops down to the ground lifeless.
No.
His wife is also attacked by these bugs, but is still left standing as the bugs just sort of disappear around her. They sort of give up the attack for just a moment. And she survives that, but she's still able to get over out of safety. And you are able to quickly dodge out of the way. But the Drow Elite Warrior also takes... Let me make sure. Yep.
These people are dropping like flies.
He also takes 25 points of damage.
Is it a bug joke?
May have been. It may have been.
Did someone... Yeah, that guy already dealt 4 points of damage, John. So he was at 67. No, what's her name was? Do they have the same hit points? They do. Okay, that's what confused me. Sorry. Okay. And that is her turn. Yeah, and she's gonna go ahead and end it there. Next up, we have this guy over here, knight number 4. Actually, it'd be this guy over here. He's going to come around. Why did this guy fall? Does anybody remember?
You had tentacles pop out of everywhere. I think more people got hit by them.
I think he was hit by a tentacle. That's the guy who owns all the shops. He's doing, like, the people who are hit by the tentacles. There's some of them are still okay. None of them have. A couple of them have been smashed into the ground and died. But he's gonna run up and attack the tentacle with a multi attack. So he's gonna go ahead and make 2 swings against it. First one is 16. Let's double check. Okay. Yeah, because it's a bit different, because everything, yeah, we'll say that he's able to, with the 2 hits, slash into it like a giant tree trunk up out of the ground as he slashes, hacks into it with 2 big swows that he swings up for. It comes falling down to the ground, and the still life remaining tentacle swings through the air, spitting out some sort of blackish reddish liquid as it quickly retracts down into the ground. The other piece swarming around, quickly letting go of the nobleman, but he's still on the ground, unconscious. And well, yeah, he's unconscious. And that is it for that knight's turn. Come on, there we go. If that's the knight, then it's all these people who are going to move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, or no, actually they're moving through difficult terrain because of the tentacles. They're able to avoid them, but they have to take big steps and very carefully move around them. So these people all are making their way out to the door because, yes. And these guys too. Alright. Next up we start the beginning of... Oh, no, it's this knight now. He's going to come up and 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to swing at the tentacles holding on to this girl. Make 2 attacks, same exact as last. Nope, first one hits. He cuts halfway through it, but the tentacle's still holding on. And it squeezes her tighter. And he watches, unfortunately, as it drains all the life out of her in a quick, sudden breaking noise. She just and falls lifeless in the tentacle. Now the tentacles are all going to move. Let's do something for that, shall we? Where are objects? Here we go. Nope. I don't know. I used to know where these things were.
Would it be on the top thing for objects?
Yeah, possibly. Thank you.
I don't use this very often.
Same. There we go. No, I said that. Okay. We'll just make blue rectangles. Be the tentacles. Actually. Okay. So this half damaged one is going to vanish and reappear up over by this guy and hold on to him. These are gonna just randomly sprout up near the exit where it knows everybody's running to. It's trying to feel the vibrations, but everybody's running so quickly that these ones shoot up at sporadic locations, not by anyone, but this one right here sprouts up. It moves around looking for someone. It feels the arm of this elvish diplomat whose friend was just murdered by all the insects and is now running. It quickly wraps around his legs and hoists him up into the air by his ankle. Next up, we have the mage. Yay. The mage, is going to... I want everyone to go ahead and make a perception check. Actually, hold up. Yeah, no. This is, greater invisibility. I was wondering if he casts anything, if the spell wears off, but it is greater invisibility, so it does not. I'm still gonna give you guys the chance to make a perception. Actually, it's just Brandon who's in the room. Let's see about Lord Eowyn. Okay.
15.
Alright. He casts something then?
Or that would be 16. Not that that probably matters, but...
Okay. Alright. And he's going to end his turn. Actually. Yep, nope. He ends his turn now. Everything was fine for him. Next up we have Mira. Hi Mira. I want you to go ahead and make a strength check now.
Oh, I'm so good at those.
I know.
Yep, it's still 0. Thank you, Ring. 16. That's not bad.
That's not bad. Tell you what, once again, still trapped where you are and shaking in your own skin, ready to break free. You move your arm a good bit over to the side as you're trying to break through. You feel like you're just about there, but you're still trapped in this very spot. Your feet are about to move though now, and like it slides a little bit across the ground. Your foot backs up a little bit as you're trying to turn back this way toward the door. Your foot slides back a little bit, and you're just about to break through. Good job on that. Next up, we have knight number 2, who's once again going to go ahead and shoot at the Drow Priestess. He is going to miss once again. This knight, this time trying to be cautious of Jax and his fellow knight right by him. He's going to shoot miss, and upon missing that way, he's gonna move around this way, trying to make sure that that doesn't happen again. And actually, nope. Okay. He's gonna move around here. 5, 10, 15. We're gonna do 20, 25, and 30. He's gonna go right up here so that he can still shoot with the crossbow, but he has the shield of the table for melee. Smart knight. This guy is also going to shoot. He's gonna move first though. 5, 10. Make a little bit of his movement. Shoot while trying to run. That will not hit her. He also misses as he's more so concentrated on the... Oh no. Well, yeah, no, that one guy doesn't do that. I almost forgot about the insect plague. I did forget about the insect plague. I shouldn't say it almost. Yeah. He'd see that. Let's see what he did. He ran into it. No, sorry. That was different from what I thought. I thought it was a 1. It was a 7. He did not run into that one. Yeah, they're gonna stay on the outskirt of the insect swarm and just hold their ground around this table here. And the insect swarm is still lasting here for everyone else to know. Just to point that out. Next up, we have Zash. Zash, do you see it as this very loud noise of insects and swarming around start to come your way a little bit? And you watch as just this... Sorry, I have hiccups all of a sudden. This faint area of insects sort of comes out the door just a little bit, but they're sticking up against the wall for some reason.
Okay, so Zash starts with a quick mental call to Jax saying, you still alive over there?
Can I use a reaction to simply just reply, yep?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
If you use a reaction to do that, by the way, you don't get reaction if they
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. That's fine.
Just pointing that out. Alright.
Okay, so he hesitantly continues dashing forward.
Alright. Continue dashing. Gotcha. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As you make your way another 30 feet, you can see that the swarm is just about affecting like the wall here where it seeps into a crack and coming out the side of the door here, but they're only moving across this door in this very spot here. And the wall.
So I go to the other door.
Alright. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. Or this would be a check.
18.
Nice. 10, 15. So you make your way over to this door. You open it up, and you see that the swarm is coming up from around this way. Just into that area. And you're able to scoot your way around the outside. 2 trailer park boys go around. Okay. You make your way around there. And you, where would you like to go once you make your way here? Again, the swarm is coming up around this way.
Wherever I can be in like sight range of an enemy.
Okay, that'd be right here.
Cool. And then I didn't think I'd actually make it through this turn.
You did dash, so you don't have an action left.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, cool. I have time then because there's so many enemies.
Do you want to back up here? A little bit closer to the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Next up is knight number... No, now it's Jax. I did the knight's turn wrong. Your turn, Jax.
Okay. Wish I had more spell slots. Alright, it's fine. Oh my god, I don't know. Yeah, I'll save that. Yeah, I'm just gonna take my 2 more attacks on the priestess.
Alright. Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Okay, 18, 25 for the first one.
Yeah, that'll hit.
13 for the slashing, and then 5 for acid.
Okay.
Second attack is a 26.
Also hits.
10 slashing damage,
Okay.
and 7 acid damage.
Go ahead and describe how you take her down.
No way, yes!
Yeah.
So my first slash is like across her chest, and then I come back up, like single motion style, like down and then back up, almost like uppercut style, and I kind of picture just like slicing like from under her chin up through her face as like acid just kind of like seeps in and splashes everywhere.
Okay. You make that swing up across her chin, and she tries to move back and hold up her head, but it just slices through perfectly as she tries to breathe, tries to cough out this poison, this blood, which is now pooling up in her trachea, and it starts to spill out, and she drops to the ground, lifeless.
God, so awesome. I almost wasted stuff, and I'm really glad I didn't.
All right. Is that the end of your turn? You used both of your attack actions, and
I'm just gonna move because I'm still in melee with this dude, right?
you are.
All right. I'm just gonna kind of like move around him to get between him and the king.
So this way, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Because he moved out of the cloud, but everything over here is still in the cloud. All right.
Yep. Yep.
All right. And that ends your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Next up is him, the Drow Elite Warrior. Seeing this, he's gonna get furiously angry. You watch as rage comes across his almost... You can just hear it because they have like this sort of plate thing over their head, and it's just... You could see the anger, you could see the stress lines, the veins popping in his neck at what he just witnessed.
Oh god. This dude a fucking barbarian.
He is going to make 3 attacks against you.
What?
First one fails. Second one fails. Oh my god, that was a 2. Next one, 19.
Yeah, my armor class is 19, so that hits.
Just hits. He's going to deal 8 points of piercing damage and 15 points of poison damage as he swings slowly, just rage in his eyes that you can barely see in a couple of slits. He swings down once, swings across the other one, but comes back, rears it up, and draws it into your torso, dealing another point of impact where the first one was up by your shoulder, but this one goes right into your stomach. You can feel it pushing your intestines inside as it just seeps with poison. As he draws it out, it's almost like the veins of poison have already started to take hold on your body. You can see the other one is much darker and sort of like it's already drying and the blood is already coagulating, but this one, it's fresh and just pumping out blood and poison out of that wound. That is the end of his turn. Next up, we have this knight, who's going to run around for 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. He's going to come up to this tentacle and make 2 attacks against it. Nope, neither of them make it as it's flailing back and forth with one of the noblemen up in it, the noblewoman up in its grasp. Or no, this is actually one of the guards from the other person, I think. as it has one of the other Fighters Guild members up in its grasp. It's flailing left and right. He tries stabbing it with the first one. It doesn't work as it just moves so smoothly through the air. The second one, he tries slashing at it, but same thing. It moves the opposite way. And that is it for his turn. Next up, we have all these people. These people are all going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 on their way out the door. Same with this person, basically everyone except for the people who are restrained. And these ones were right by the door. They used their second action to dash since they did not move through any of the difficult terrain, and they're out the door. Alright. Next up we have this last knight, who's going to come up, also try and swing at the same tentacle that has this guy. And that was the one which already has 1 hit of damage on it. Actually. Yeah, there we go. With that first swing, it slashes it in half and it drops the Fighters Guild member as she looks beaten up, like really bad. But she's still alive. He's going to move another 5, 10, 15 feet, which is what he had. Make another slash. Yep, he gets that one too. He slashes that one, which has the other guy. And he does 1 point of damage to it. However, now at the end of his turn, the tentacles once again move. This one slams up through the ground right where he was, knowing his location all too well. It grabs a hold of him from behind. Unexpectedly, he's raised up into the air, and this one is going to go more so. Oh, these guys have all run around this way. Actually, that's perfect, because that one's gonna come up and get Angie there. Aggie. Next up we have the mage. Brian,
It's the. Oh, never mind.
Sorry.
I couldn't remember turn order, and then I remembered. It's fine.
Gotcha. Okay. I want... both Zash and Brandon, well, you know, Zash and Jax, or Brandon and Justin, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh, 17 total.
Okay.
18.
18, 17. Okay. Wow, very well done as you guys do it. Let's see what these guys get.
I'm gonna roll really low when it really matters.
And that guy. Nope, cool. You guys watch as the insect plague begins to die down a little bit. And you guys look over to see what happens, and there's just this yellowish cloud of gas that seems to emanate from one of the areas, but it's a lot closer to you guys as this yellowish gas moves from here. It quickly fills up the air so fast that you guys are not able to avoid it for 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. It goes all the way out to here. Actually, he's going to cast it here then. For 5, 10, 15, 20. There we go. This is the center of origin of it. Just to make sure that we know, let's go ahead and put a little circle here. We don't have a circle. Red square then. That will work. This gas emanates, and you two take 10 points of poison damage.
Jax is not looking good.
You heard the 18, right?
While Lord Eowyn also takes 10 points of poison damage, but his wife and the Drow both take 19 points of poison damage, and his wife is still standing, but she's looking very bad at this point. She's coughing, huffing, and puffing, and she falls down onto her knees. She's almost unconscious. She was attacked by the insect swarm too. Next up, we have Mira. Mira, I want you to make another strength check.
Golly, 19.
All right,
Might need to
Mira,
turn a
you feel
lamp.
it is. You nudge your foot out of the way just a bit, and as you do this, as you're trying to move, you lose balance. You're falling toward the ground, and just before you hit the ground, you instinctually put out your hands and block your fall. You break the hold on you, and you're able to. You are technically prone. You're able to use half your first movement to get back up.
And I've used my action, correct?
No, you have not used an action this turn.
Breaking the hold didn't count as an action?
Nope, that was just a check.
Oh, cool. So I'm gonna spend half of my movement to stand up,
All right.
and I'm gonna use my bonus action and movement and my action to go to the door that's connected to the main hall, not the door where the kitchen is.
Okay. So let's see. First one is 15 feet. So 5, 10, 15, right there. Next one is 30 feet for your action. 5,
And then 30 for
10,
bonus.
15, 20, 25, 30. You get there, and then 30 for bonus. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. You get right there, and you see
Can I
just
see anybody?
past the dragon statue. You see groups of people running out from this way, trickling in one at a time toward the exit. Screaming in terror, and women holding up their skirts so that they can get just that little bit of extra movement out of it, but all of them being nobles, not really used to even running or fleeing for their lives, certainly, quickly, darting their heads back to take a look, and terror on their face, screaming as they run toward the door.
I probably can't, so.
That was a bonus, that was an action, that was a movement, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That is you. Next up we have the knight number 2. He is actually going to move around this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Right there, not onto that. But away from that gas cloud, he's going to try... That was his movement. He's going to use his action to dash just this little extra bit. Use his bonus action to get Lord Eowyn out of the cloud of gas. Alright. He drags him out of there. This knight's going to try and do the same thing. He's going to move around the gas. He's going to try and save Lord Eowyn's wife. Pushing past, he has to move into the gas for just a minute. But he pulls her out. In the process, he takes 19 points of poison damage. Okay, so he is down to 32. Alright, Zash. It is your turn.
Okay, so remind me again, is the only enemy the guy with the stand?
There are two
Like
enemies.
the flat guy with the stand?
There are two enemies. That is the Drow Elite Warrior And yeah, Jax would have talked a bit about the Drow Mage in the headset too, I'm guessing. However, you do not see a Drow Mage.
Okay.
Or the Drow.
That was partially for
princess.
me, but partially because Ash wouldn't know who the enemies are either.
Yeah. Yeah, all that you see is that there's one enemy. You don't see the other two, so you're assuming that he... Well, you would see the body of the priestess on the ground, so...
What?
Yeah.
Wasn't he in the room when I killed... Or maybe he wasn't in the room yet when I killed her. Never mind.
No, he was.
No, it wasn't.
He was?
I think so.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, because he moved before my move, so yeah, he would have been in the room.
Yep.
All right.
It was literally
So you're like right up on the enemy then, right, Jack?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Then I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast 2 on the bad guy.
Okay.
Like two of them on the bad guy.
All right, go and make the attack roll for that.
15
15 does not hit.
and 19. Wait, sorry, 20.
Yeah. Just to make sure, that's not a melee attack, right? That's ranged.
Yeah, it's ranged.
All right. Yeah, both.
It's 120
the second
feet.
one hits, the first one does not. Go ahead and roll damage for the second Eldritch Blast. Oh, try saying that 5 times fast. Second Eldritch Blast. Second Eldritch Blast.
Second Eldritch Blast. Second Eldritch Blast. Second Eldritch Blast. Second... Okay, that's all I got.
You did so good there. I was going to be like, don't show off. But you did so good with that up until that point.
I could do it for a little while, then I get caught off on my own tongue. Anyway, that is 3 damage.
Okay. All right.
I'm not digging these physical dice so far.
It helps. I mean, it helps. He's, let's just say, you took away more than a tenth of his health.
And then Zash is going to go further away, like still in the room, but kind of away from the enemies. And out of this poison cloud.
So you're gonna go the long way out, because the way out of the poison cloud right now is to essentially... Oh yeah, no, that's right. The guards are still in the poison cloud, but they're trying to bring those guys. Let's see. That moved like half their movement. They didn't move him out of the cloud yet. He's going to move him there then. Sorry, I hate to do this retroactively, I know. But I just forgot that minor detail.
If there were enemies, I'd say no. You're not allowed.
Come on! She does that one more time, I'm just saying, fuck it, she died. No. Alright, so you're gonna move out this way then? That way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Out, like, 30 feet, I guess. Because I got range. Did you move me?
I'm sorry, I'm reading the spell effects.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Don't do this to me.
Well, first off, I would like both of you to roll an Arcana check.
That's really good.
15.
I got a 22.
Okay, 15 or 22. So Brandon, Jax knows something interesting about Cloud Kill. You know the spell that this poison cloud of gas at the beginning of the caster's turn will move in the opposite direction of the caster. So there's that. Also, yes, Justin, I would like you to go ahead and roll another Constitution saving throw.
9.
All right. You take 19 points of poison damage.
That sounds about right.
The only reason I'm finding this funny is because it's a poison cloud. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, forgot about that. Okay, so we're gonna move you. You were here. We're gonna move you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and you reach out the side of the poison cloud. Yep, perfect. You
That's
just
a
get right
big
out.
cloud.
Yep, it's 20 feet. It's right at this area right here.
Okay.
All right. Do you do anything else with your turn? That was 2 Eldritch Blasts and a movement.
Unless I can use a bonus action to take a potion, which I don't think I can do.
Yes, you can.
Oh.
Bonus actions are made for, yeah. Bloop, bloop, bloop. You can definitely do
I thought
that.
there was only like certain things like
And very specifically, taking a potion is one of the things that you can do.
Okay.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
it was still in action.
Taking a potion? No.
I mean, I will accept
Oh.
it.
I think feeding a potion to somebody is an action.
You might be thinking critical role.
I don't know.
So minor health potion is that a D8 plus con?
Um.
I don't do potions very often.
Yeah.
D4 plus 4? I'll have to look.
Yeah, I think it's 1d4 plus 4.
That's potion of healing.
Is it
Is that
common?
what it is?
Just regular healing potion?
Yeah.
All right.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. I guess that is right. All right.
Nonetheless, my game is always going to be a bonus action for potions.
Nice.
I like potions.
Not bad. I never.
Glad-
Keep forgetting I have them.
Yeah, Jax has none.
I have
Yeah. Matt Mercer
I've-
did decide to make his own rules that drinking a potion is a bonus action.
I think that sounds a bit better, at least with the player.
We're going with that rule.
Do I have any potions?
Oh my god, okay, cool. I just
Oh,
remembered
cool.
something.
I might not die next turn now. Maybe.
There's a good chance I'm gonna die. Depending on things.
Depending on your Constitution saving throw.
I don't.
Lesser,
I
whatever.
think no matter what, I'm out.
So,
Things aren't looking good.
I mean, isn't poison really just gaseous acid? Like, come on. I know it's not.
all right. So you took that. Is there anything else?
I am out of actions.
All right. Next up, we move to Jax. Hi.
So I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast
I hate to say it's at the beginning of your
Misty
turn
Step.
that you have to.
See, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
If I take damage no matter what, like if it's half damage if I pass, I'm out. So you might as well drop me.
If you start your turn in the acid cloud, then you must make the Constitution saving roll and take half
No,
damage.
I believe you. But if I have to take half damage, then I'm out.
You guys watch as the cloud of poison. Oh, actually, I keep on saying that. You guys watch. Only Justin gets to see right now as he looks back into this cloud of poison gas that he just escaped from. Huffing and puffing, still smoke bellowing out from his lungs. You watch as Jax falls unconscious to the ground. Alright, so that is it for your turn. You did not start your turn unconscious, so we do not start your death saving throws until the next turn. Next up, we will go with the Drow Elite Warrior.
Quick technical question before I decide on what I'm doing on my next turn. If he is like, dead and dying,
Yep.
and there's an attack that like affects multiple people, does it still hit him?
Yes. It does. And any
so
hits,
how does that?
any hits against him is 1 instant death saving fail. Now.
Cool. I withdraw my
I
question.
think you can get a feat to beat that, or it might just be a wizard thing. I can't remember.
I hate to say this.
I think it's a warlock thing that you can get. It's like careful shot or careful something. Careful.
I don't know. I thought I read it for wizard at some point because I was looking into a wizard, but I don't know.
If it has the word careful, it's probably not something that Zash has looked into.
Brandon, I hate to say this.
Yep.
You are prone.
I am.
If the Drow Elite Warrior were more than 5 feet away from you, he'd have disadvantage. But since he is within 5 feet of you, he has advantage on his multi-attack.
Go for it.
From the rage of that one, even though it wasn't technically a rage, it was just a choice, he's back to 2 attacks. First one. Nope. Sorry, drop down the ground. Does not count. Unintentional roll, come back. Oh my god, you're a huge freaking die. Where did you go? This is such a critical moment. There we go.
Pretty sure I'm dead no matter what. No one's gonna get to me in time. There's a giant gas cloud right in front of me.
First one was 17. With advantage.
Yeah, that misses.
Yeah. Second one, first roll critical hit.
Oh my god.
So that's 2 death fails.
Yep. You take 2 instant death saving fails.
Goodbye, Jax, my old friend. Oh shit.
And you're the one who had the horn too.
I didn't blow it because to Jax the mage disappeared, so I'm like, oh, we can handle this now. Like,
Yeah.
So,
With-
Justin to Brandon here. If Zash just like sees his friend die and then like runs away, would you be offended?
Okay, it's not enough
yeah.
yet, but
Okay, cool. I already told my question.
the Drow Elite Warrior took a lot of damage too at the beginning of his turn. Still coughing from all the fumes. He's on the first swing completely missed, but on the second one, just a clearing in the smoke for a second as he saw your face. He stabbed you right in the neck as the sword pierced in. Blood is starting to pool up into your trachea, into your throat. And he pulled back the knife, and he's now going to try and make a dash toward the outskirts of this poison cloud, much like Justin did. So he's going to move 5.
does that knight have attack of opportunity?
20, 25, and 30. Since the knight was right there, he does.
And did he start his turn in the poison cloud, or was he outside
He
of it?
started his turn in the poison cloud, and he failed, and he took 19 points of poison damage.
Okay. Sorry, I must have missed that.
No worries. I was doing that while you were discussing his unconsciousness. And I was saying actually, because I thought maybe it could get him, but it wouldn't have killed him no matter what. But lastly, +5 to hit. Let's see. Critical fail. Alright.
Your staff is useless.
He
Yeah.
he slips and stabs Jax.
Please no.
No, he doesn't do that, but... Oh my god. Hold up. Let's see.
Does he do this? Natural 20,
Yeah.
he does.
No, he doesn't do that. In the fog, in the mayhem of this, he goes for the wind-up of the swing, and when doing so, he stabs Lord Eowyn's wife, and he kills her instantly. She falls unconscious. He's also unconscious. She falls down to the ground, and the one guy escapes out the thing before he's able to turn. Yeah, that's what happens on critical fail, guys. Alright, next up. we have these guys over here battling the tentacles. All right.
Yeah. That's the important thing right now.
Yes. This guy's flailing around. He's gonna make.
Is that acid cloud a concentration spell?
He's not gonna. Yeah, he fails that, and he
Mage is out of the
it is
room
not.
anyway.
It is a 5th level cast. It just happened.
Okay.
Yeah, if that didn't go into effect at the beginning of the round, I was going to Misty Step out, and I was really hoping it was the end of my round, or if I were to walk through it. I was really nervous it was going to be the start, and it was.
Guys, 51 minus 13, 41, 37. No, 38. Okay. And at that point, no, not yet, actually. Then this guy's gonna run up and take 2 swings at that. Yes, that does hit. Both of them. So that kills this one, but he took that damage because he was unable to break free of the restraints. This person moves 30 feet. He moves. No, he's still trapped. Never mind. He does not move. You are not trapped. You are not trapped. You are not trapped. You only get to move 30 feet because of that, though. And then these people who are already here all move along this way in a line. Oh, nope. We did not want you on top of the dragon statue. Okay. And next up, we start once again with the mage. Seeing you quickly dart out of the what's it called? Quickly dart out of the poison gas. He is going to first off do us a favor, go and make a perception check.
Which one of us?
Zash, sorry.
It took me a second because I thought you were talking about Jax. I'm like, wait, no, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's unconscious.
The only one of you guys conscious in that room.
23.
23, nice. So
Finally.
you watch as this whole battle happens. You look at that Drow as he comes out of the cloud, but then there you see it. Over from this exact location, right? Right here. You watch this static energy build up for just a second before lightning shoots into your direction. I want you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. It sparks. You watch little bits of it flee off into little directions, but always emanating from that one straight line right toward you.
Adjusted 20.
Adjusted 20, nice. You still take half of actually okay. You take 13 points of lightning damage as it cracks toward your direction and shoots right past you. You're able to duck out of the way a bit, but the energy still flies off and makes contact with you just a smidge. Well, that's ironic. Technically, it also ignites your hair, if it wasn't already lit. So now the nobleman has his head on fire because lightning ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't. Oh, never mind. That aren't being worn or carried. I don't think that would count. Oh, shoot.
So much for that healing potion I took.
There we go. Okay. Sorry. The audio on your guys' end cut out for a minute. Technical difficulties. Don't you love them? All right.
On the stream portion, have we just been frozen on a picture of me looking down?
It is possible. Yep. There we go. I hate it when that happens. It just happens because I'm not on there for a bit and like my computer's trying to do different things. I'm sorry. Thank you for letting me know about that. I don't know how long that happened though. I apologize. Next up. There's the mage's turn. You got his location. You moved 5 feet that, or 2.5 feet that way. Next up is Mira. Hey, Mira.
My priority is figuring out if I can see my family in the hallway going through. So do I recognize anybody?
You do not.
Alright. How far am I away from getting into the main hall?
You are... How so? What main hall?
Like to
Into
get
the ball?
Into the dining room.
Okay. You are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80 feet away from here.
Okay, so I'm going to use my action, bonus action, and movement to get myself in there.
Alright, you're 80 feet here. You have 20 feet of movement left. Where would you like to go?
I have 10,
Or 10
I
feet of
think.
movement, yeah. Misspoke.
Hold on. That keeps moving. 5, 10, 15...
Oh, I forgot to say. Also, at the beginning of that guy's turn, this thing moved 10 feet there.
Is there...
In the opposite direction.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Is there any way I can get up onto the table to my right?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a dexterity check for us. Or acrobatics, we'll say.
Oh, that's not gonna go well. 7.
Do you know what this
Natural
reminds me of?
10.
The wolf.
Oh gosh.
Natural 2 with that. So.
But it was a 7 total. So.
Yeah, you run, you try and put your foot onto the step, and you're just so focused on the table that when you put your foot onto the chair, it slips off and you hit your leg off the side a little bit. If you would like for the rest of your movement, I would still say that you could just turn around, put your butt on it, and stand up. But yeah.
I would like to stand up, yeah.
Okay. Then you are there.
Remember how all week we were talking about how we're all going to die today?
Yeah, I don't know what you guys were talking about.
It's kind of happening.
Yeah, good thing we're prepared.
Mentally. Alright.
Man.
Does that end your turn?
I can't do anything else, so yes.
I feel like when you see the last breath come out of Jax's mouth, you two are just going to run.
I forgot to do Lord Eowyn and his wife because that counts as everybody else. They moved out of the smoke. His wife is dead. Alright. So he moved
You assume
out.
we're going to wait for you to stop breathing.
I'll wait.
Yeah, they both noticed the spark too. What happened to this guy? Did we kill him? No, he has that amount left. I don't know what happened to him. No, that's the wizard. Where the hell is the elite
Warrior?
Oh,
yeah,
he
moved out that
you
way.
moved
He
him,
moved out.
yeah.
Okay. That's
He's
right.
across the table from Zash.
Yes. This guy is going to make a hand crossbow attack against the elite warrior then. Because he... Yeah. That, I'm almost positive, just hits. That just hits him. Dealing Oh, that's a D8. Where'd my D10 go? I gotta grab a new one. There it is. Yes! Dealing 6 points of piercing damage, which is just enough to stick into that Drow Elite warrior right between the eyes as he falls down to the ground like the monstrosity he was. Now, this other guy saw that spark of attack. He's going to make an attack against him as well. He's going to shoot. And I'm almost positive that with what he had... Yeah, that does not hit him. Both of them are going to use movement for the rest of their action, help Lord Eowyn out for the rest of it, and do sort of a flanking thing with him. Alright. And that is it for them. Next up, we have Zash. You just saw the little, Mage attack you, and now you can choose to do with him what you wish.
So he's there?
Yeah, he's that green triangle.
Okay.
He has not had a chance to move yet. You saw that.
Is the poison cloud still there?
Yes, it is emanating from this location here. In fact, at the beginning... Oh, wow.
So there's no getting to Jax.
You could use... Is that the...
I mean, if I go in that cloud, I die. Like, there's no point in going in there just to also die.
Yeah.
So Zash is
Be a
gonna
proper funeral, that's all I ask.
What?
yeah I'll set the whole poison cloud on fire and you'll turn to ash and then we'll scoop your ash into a little bowl and
I have an urn. It's
Nice.
with another person's ashes in it, but I have an urn.
it's fine.
Mine are more important.
Yeah. We'll still know which ashes are his. I promise. Anyway, I look over in Jax's direction and kind of hesitate briefly, and I hear basically like the echoing voice of the voice, like from past times when he's called me weak, and that my friends make me weak, and I go to attack the mage instead. With fireball, I think.
Okay.
Because let's just blow this thing out of the room. It is a 20-foot sphere, I will let you know that, but that shouldn't hit anyone else.
Okay.
Right? That was kind of ominous. Wait, actually, no, sorry, I don't want to do fireball. That's a dex save. That would be stupid. My 2-hit is way higher. Oh my god, I have like nothing that can do to hit.
I will
Sucks.
say that I forgot to do something with the, before your turn, after the 2 knights' turn, but we will get to that in a minute.
Okay. I mean, it's better, but I hate like the saves because there's less chance it'll do half damage. Okay, yeah, I'll stick with fireball. Sorry, I was second guessing myself.
Okay.
So yeah, I throw a fireball at the mage, and you have to do a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Justin, I'm sorry. It's a critical success.
I hate you.
It's still half damage.
I know.
I know.
On a critical success, I'm sorry, I don't think so. I've done that with you guys too. Critical successes mean that you don't take half damage, and critical fails could mean that you take double.
Okay, then it just creates a fire around you, but you are unharmed.
Okay.
It's still a 20-foot sphere of fire.
Yeah, that is.
So
All right.
good luck moving through it.
Yep.
Dig.
So good.
It turns the table issue on fire.
No animosity. No. All right. So here's the thing.
Jax is dead.
Here's the thing. I did mean to do this beforehand. Actually, it's one of the rules of something. And she made it. You guys watch as this light shines through the fog, through the mist, through the tentacles, down from what seemed to be just the high ceilings above. You guys watch as this spark of light, this spark of lightning energy just emanates down into this very spot here. And you guys watch as there is Delilah.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, sense of like
Yay.
tense emotions and shit and
Since
We need a cleric.
it doesn't need to be just when you blow the horn, but when someone is fighting for their life when in possession of the horn. So we are going to scale this very down. I mean, yes, she's godly in this moment, but she's...
do you want me to roll for her initiative?
No, that's why
Okay.
I did. That's what I was doing. She rolled a
Gotcha.
17. It was just before Zash. I
Gotcha.
forgot to do that. And this was the turn that she showed up. She got a nat 20 on it. So, she has full movement, action, and bonus action. What is she doing?
Can you remind me,
She
how...
appeared. She appeared in the smoke glass. Go ahead and roll smoke cloud. Go ahead and roll that for her still.
Yep.
Actually, no. There's one turn where the smoke just disappeared from all that light, and it sort of like bellowed outward, but slowly gonna come back into that area. But it's gonna take a turn. All right, and that's about a 10-foot sphere around her.
So don't roll.
Don't roll. Correct. And
Okay.
could I remind you what?
Because I know you can cast a cantrip and a spell, but one has to be bonus action and one is action, but I can't remember which is which. If it's cantrip that has to be bonus action, or if it's the spell that needs to be bonus action.
Neither. If you have something that's a bonus action and something that's an action, no matter whether they're cantrip or spells, they can be done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I just know you can't use two spells on a turn, though.
You cannot use two spells that use an action on the same turn. Although most spells require an action to cast, you cannot use two spells that require an action as the same
Okay.
one. Unless you have two actions, like some barbarians and stuff, but that's only attack still. Maybe you have a certain item. There are rings that allow you to have an extra action in combat.
Oh, God.
So she is about 20 feet away from you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send her to Jax, assuming she took a quick scan of the room and sees me unconscious.
Well, yeah, for sure. She has a sense of the presence of the thing on you, too.
Right. And we're going to go ahead and cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Okay.
Oh, shit, though. I'm still within the sphere of the thing. Oh, well. Fuck it. I already said it. I'm doing it.
Yeah, move 20. So, she's walking into the cloud doing that. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for her.
Dex save?
Yes. No,
Okay.
con save. Sorry, con save.
Okay. Let me see if she has a... I don't know if she has... whatever it's called for that. Okay, no, she... 18.
18 makes it. So she takes 10 points of poison damage still.
Okay.
She's down to 30.
Yep.
She's going to cast that Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Yep.
Go ahead and make the adjustments. You are up on your feet. And you take as much health as given to you. Is it a surrounding effect?
No.
It doesn't affect her. It only affects the one that she casts it on?
Yeah.
Okay. So Lord Eowyn's wife is still dead.
17 plus 4. That's 21 hit points to me. So let me just add that in really quick.
Yep.
And then, how...
She has 10 feet of movement left. If she doesn't use her action to dash, or she can't, because I'm pretty sure that Cure Wounds is an action to cast.
Can she do bonus action, grab me, and then move 10 feet?
Yeah.
Or at least attempt it?
When carrying another creature, she can use a bonus action to take you, but then she can only move 5 feet after.
Would 5 feet get us out of, get me out of range of the cloud?
Nope.
No? Okay. Does she know that the mage is that green blob?
She has not seen him.
Okay, fair enough. Shit. What can she do as for a bonus action? That's not an attack. I would do spiritual weapon, but I don't want to just place it at a random spot. Sorry, this is a very intense moment right now. I'm just trying to think through all my options. She's gonna move. Would 10 feet get her out of the cloud?
Yes.
Okay, then she's gonna move the 10 feet out of the cloud now that I'm up.
Okay. She moves right there, not onto that thing, but you know.
Yep. And that'll be her turn.
All right. It would be Zash, but now it is you. Go ahead and roll.
And I have to roll.
Constitution. Saving throw.
Yep.
Wouldn't you say that it was dispelled for a turn when she came in?
It was pushed back 10 feet sphere around her. Which
Oh,
is not
okay.
far enough. It went about
Got it.
here. Yeah.
Right. 16, which I think fails.
That makes it. 16 makes it.
Oh,
You take 10
what?
points of poison damage.
Nice.
You're at 12 hit points remaining. 11 hit points remaining.
So I immediately move out of the cloud, obviously.
10, and you're out. Which
And
way?
I
This
don't
way,
know.
or in what direction?
Yeah, towards Delilah, that's fine.
Okay.
And I don't know the green
Correct.
spot there. Right.
But
So then,
you see Lord Eowyn over here being protected by 2 people. You see Delilah right there. You see Lord Eowyn's wife on the ground. You see the portly gentleman. You do not know that that is Zash. And you see some tentacles off in the distance attacking things. And you can see very faintly throughout the cloud. No, the cloud is over here. Never mind. You see very faintly Mira standing up on one of the tables.
okay. He thinks briefly, thank God Mira's here. But where the fuck is Zash? And then I'm going to use 24 points of my lay on hands to heal myself.
Okay.
That leaves me with 1 point left, just in case.
Yep. Smart. Very smart.
Um, Five.
Lay on hands is an action.
Yeah, lay on hands is an action.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Next up, then, we have the Drow warrior who's dead. We have this knight over here, and everyone else essentially. Lord Eowyn is just gonna move a bit around this way.
Still mad that my fireball did nothing.
I honestly thought I was done. I thought you were going to say, oh, at the start of Jax's turn, he still takes damage from the cloud. And
You would have. You would have. I
Oh
forgot
my
to.
God.
Yeah, that would have killed you instantly. I
Shit.
forgot to roll her initiative, and I apologize about that.
Oh, you're fine.
No, I had already rolled her initiative. I forgot to roll whether or not she came in that round, is what it was.
Gotcha.
And that was a nat 20. And yeah. So, this guy gets an 18 for the attack against this creature. Boom. I think he already had one on it, so that creature, that tentacle is destroyed. This guy's gonna go ahead and run out. He's not doing well. He's gonna limp. That's Zash. This person is moving. This guy's gonna run up here, make 2 attacks. 1, 2, both hit. Kill that tentacle in the blink of an eye. Move Aggie out. And these people, all here. Yeah, basically at this point, almost all these people have made their way out. Okay. And that is it for those knights. Next up, we have the Cloud Gas, which will move 10 feet away from this guy. 5, 10, boom, instantly killing. 5, 10, no, 5, 10, 15, 20. These 3 servants. And then we have the mage. Seeing that his 2 people are dead. Alright. He's gonna attempt to summon a shadow demon.
Oh, shit.
And fails! Oh my god, he had one of those a day! Fuck! Oh my god. God damn, he was resistant to acid, fire, necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and non-magical attacks. He was immune to cold, lightning, and poison. Oh my god, that guy would have been awesome. I should have just went with a Quasite. He could have just...
We're already almost dead.
And with that kind of attitude, he's gonna try his hardest to make sure that you are... What are you talking about? All your characters are up. 2 of his friends are dead. Like...
I have 8 HP.
He doesn't know that. All he sees is
yeah.
a portly gentleman.
No, irrelevantly, he's not going to... he's not gonna aim for you, even though out of character. Now I know that. He...
I mean, does he even know that I'm an enemy? Well, I guess I did fire a fireball at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He takes
Yeah,
all of
alright.
his enemies. He is going to once again cast Evard's Black Tentacles.
God.
Usually, it would be a particular thing, but... Yeah, for this one, that was a very special occasion that I did that for. For this one, it is going to be U4, basically, in the area of effect. The last one affected the whole room, but because dramatic effect. So, I want Brandon and Delilah, or Brandon and Courtney, or Jackson, Delilah, whichever works, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. For Delilah, it was 5, and for Jax, it was 15 minus 1, so 14.
14 is enough. Yeah, you're able to completely move out of the way of this tentacle as it whips down, trying to curl you up inside of it as it comes around to your side, whipping down on your side. You're able to move just out of the way as it whips down, jump up onto this table with that dexterity save, and move out of the way a bit. However, Delilah gets wrapped up inside of it. She takes 13 points of bludgeoning damage and is restrained by the tentacles. Come on. Okay, you don't stand on the table. Let's do this. There you go. And these two guys get wrapped up and restrained inside the tentacles. That ends the mage's turn. Next up is Mira. Mira. You did not see him, unfortunately.
I didn't.
No.
Even in the... Okay.
It did not take anything to cast that one. He didn't give away his location. He's still invisible.
Okay.
For a minute. So you see 4 tentacles stepping up out of the ground. You see Delilah there across the room, wrapped up in one of the tentacles, and you see her angelic wings trying to flap her way out of it, but she's unable to escape the grasp of the tentacle.
Could you keep it on the overhead view just for a second? I'm trying to count.
Yep.
That's 5, 10...
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. About 70 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20...
75 for some of them.
Okay.
Yep, 70 to 75 feet.
I want to get within 30 feet of the tentacle attacking Delilah, but I want to be in the U shape of the table.
Okay.
And I'd use my movement and my bonus action to do so, which would be 60 feet. I think I would have enough, maybe. Because it's 2, so it's... At least as close as I can get.
Feet. So where would you like to go from here?
Okay. That would be 10. 10. Oh, wait, that would be 5, 10, 15,
30
20,
feet would be here.
25. And how far away is that from the tentacle?
That'd be 5, 10, 15 feet away.
Oh, that's perfect. I want to be right there and use my crossbow.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
And I'm going to use how many normal bolts do I have? I'm just going to use a normal bolt. 5. Oh, come on, 10.
10 does not hit. I'm sorry. You
That's
aim
okay.
for a higher, somewhat more narrow portion of it, and as it squirms left and right, it just hits into the brick wall behind. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
All right. Next up, then, we have knight number 2, who is currently restrained. He's going to make Um, I said that was 13 points of damage to Delilah earlier. How much did I say Delilah? Oh, never mind. I think he's gone. Let's see.
Yeah, that was 13. Sorry, I forgot I muted my mic.
No worries, no worries. So these two knights are both going to take 13 points of damage. 32 minus 13 is 19, and 38. Alright. First one is going to make a strength or dexterity. Which one? Strength. Nope. Second one. Nope. Alright. They're both restrained still. Next up, we have Delilah first. Delilah is still trapped. She's going to make a dex save again. Or, no. Actually, she takes 13, and then she's going to make a strength or dex check to free herself.
She takes another 13?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A creature that already starts its turn restrained by the tentacles takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage, and then a creature restrained by the tentacles can use an action to make a strength or dex check to against the spell save DC, and on a success it frees itself. So
Okay. Strength's save is 20 total.
20 total. Yep. She frees herself. She's able to. It once again wraps up around her torso, and you sort of hear like bones almost cracking around her. She tries to scream out, but she can hardly do it because all the air has been pushed out of her lungs until she quickly rips one of the sides of the tentacles, one of the lesser parts of it, open and jumps down onto the table next to you.
Okay.
That was
for action.
Yes.
Yep. Then she will cast Spiritual Weapon.
As a bonus action? Wow.
Yeah, Spiritual Weapon's bonus action. So she'll cast Spiritual Weapon right next to the tentacle that had her.
Okay.
And I don't know how you'll play it, but in other, like I play a cleric in a different campaign, and when it's summoned, it gets an attack.
All right.
Because I don't think it specifically says in the text if it does or not.
Go ahead and make an attack.
Okay.
Let's see what we can have for the spiritual weapon. We'll just say.
And that's a 19 total.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll the damage for it.
5 points of damage.
Okay. So it deals 5 points of damage to the tentacle as it metamorphosizes up above the tentacle. Once Delilah is free from it, she holds out her hand to cast it, and it just appears in the air. The weapon then quickly comes down and smacks onto the tentacle. It retracts a little bit in on itself, but it is still standing. Sends out like a little shriek too. And that is it for Delilah's turn? Alright.
Yeah.
Let's make a smaller one then of this, and that will be her thing. Actually, we could also change the color to, we'll say pink, or light blue, no, pink. Alright. So that there is her spiritual weapon. No, it'll be on top of the thing. That works. Or not. Next up, after Delilah, is Zash.
Okay, Zash will... I want to use something that like does crowd control, but y'all are all up in the business of all the enemies.
I should say, we still see the sphere of stuff. I forgot about that. There's just a centralized sphere in the middle here. Nobody knows what's inside the sphere aside from you.
Aside from me?
Yep. You're the only one who saw him shoot the arc. You're the only one who trapped him inside there, and then you just casted a sphere after there's been clouds of swarming insects, clouds of smoke. For most of these people, it's just another thing that they might have done.
Okay. I'm glad Zash knows what that is then.
Yeah.
Because I don't. So I'm gonna I think Eldritch Blast again
Okay.
on the dude.
Inside
The mage
sphere.
dude.
Yeah. Damn it. Alright, do you want to stay where you are? Or...
Yeah. I had a rationale that this table would give me partial cover, and it appears it hasn't. But I don't really have anywhere else to go.
If you were to sword duck behind, then it would. But yeah, right now it looks larger, but that's as small as I can make the table. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Got it. Alright. Well, oh my god. I'm actually going to use Lucky on one of those because screw that roll.
Okay.
So that was a 24
24 hits.
and 22.
22
Much
hits.
better.
Go ahead and roll damage on those.
Where's my 10?
When you remember your luck feat.
Right?
Quick
Finally.
question. Did you hit him with an
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast before?
No,
I didn't think
not
so.
this guy. 10 total.
10 total. Alright.
6 and 4, if it matters.
Okay.
Let's mark off one of those luckies. Why?
Alright. Is that it for your turn?
Perception check to see if that did anything.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
20.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't seem to have as much damage as you would think. But he seems to be doing pretty well.
Okay, cool. Then I duck down on the table, like, kind of hidden.
Okay. Duck behind the table.
Now that I know.
You haven't really been attacked with that, well, except for the lightning bolt, but you got the dexterity for that anyway. There haven't been any attacks against you beside that.
It's true.
And plus, he's also invisible by having been giving you disadvantage on that. Next up, Jax.
Is the tentacle that had Delilah in range of me or no?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Then I will.
4 feet away, but that's within range.
Okay. I swing my greatsword at that tentacle then.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. 16 plus 7, so.
If it's 16.
23.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hits.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage on that.
10 slashing.
All right, you guys watch as it once again with that just single swing of the blade, it chops off the top half of it after it recoiled in on itself, and it just spurts a bunch of liquid out as it goes back inside the ground, almost leaving no trace that was ever there, even though it looked like it burst up through rock. That is it for that tentacle. What would you like to do next?
I can't like move up to the other one and use my second attack, right? That's not a thing.
what's the exact thing for your extra action attack?
It's just extra attack.
It just says extra attack?
Yeah. Hang on. Let me.
Yeah, if you could. I'll take a look too.
Yeah, it says extra attack. You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn.
Okay, correct. You cannot.
Okay, that's what I thought. I don't think I have any. No. I guess I will just stay right there.
Okay. Next up after Jax are the two knights over here and everyone else. This knight. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's gonna pick up this guy. And yeah. Now there are two of you in this room. But they don't know because they're not talking to each other in the heat of battle as much. So it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. This guy's going to grab you by... I want you to go ahead and make a strength check, Zash. Nat 1. He's going to come up. Never mind. Even if you... So long as you don't get Nat 1. What did you have?
A 2?
Oh! What's with your modifier? What is it?
It's a 2. It was a 3, -1 for 2.
Wow, I'm surprised. So he actually has a 4, even though.
What's sad is it was about to fall off, so I stopped it, and it was a 5. I'm like, no, I gotta re-roll that, and then it was a 3.
Oh jeez. Well, yeah, he's gonna go. Sir, you need to come with me! And he grabs you, and you, just being completely unawares and on your knees trying to duck from this mage, are going to be dragged a good another 10 feet off this way. Come on. As he's dragging you back by the arm, you're sort of now on your butt, just being dragged along. And that is it for his turn. All these people run out the door. Run out the door. And he... Yeah, now seeing the tentacle attack these guys. You know what? It is his turn to finally do something. He... Alright. First one. Nope. Nope. He comes up with a sword, unsheathes it, shing, and he tries to stab at it. This golden sword just sort of draws all the focus in the room, even though it's the heat of battle. This gem-encrusted sword shines with every single flickering candle in the room as he tries to stab at this tentacle for 2 attacks. Multi-attack. He misses with both. That is it for him. Next up, we go back to here. This thing moves once again. 5, 10 feet that way. 5, 10, 15, 20. These 3 workers are killed. Servants just destroyed. This guy. Let's see what he would like to do. trapped in this flying sphere. What happens if someone moves through the sphere of fire? Zash? Justin?
I'm reading.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like a literal sphere. It basically sets that area on fire. So it would be like normal residual fire damage. I don't know if there's a set thing for that. I have
What's the name of the spell?
Fireball.
Okay.
I have Produce Flame, which is 2d8. I feel like it'd be similar to that. I mean, that's basically just, hitting someone with fire. But, I don't know.
Okay. It happened for an instant. So, there was a problem with that. That sphere is not left there the entire time then.
No, I didn't say it was a sphere. I said that area is on fire.
It
It's
ignites flammable objects that aren't... Fire spreads around corners and stuff, but it doesn't... It's not caught on fire. Nothing was caught on fire.
Okay.
The duration is instantaneous. The fire breaks out for an instant, and then it retracted. If anything was flammable around there, like the wooden tables and stuff like that, they would have caught fire. But, well, I guess 20-foot sphere. Yeah, no, they were in it. Okay, so the tables and stuff were all on fire. Okay. He then is going to...
You just really know how to suck all the fun out of my fireball.
You gotta look at the duration of the spell, too. Okay, perfect. He is going to shoot a lightning bolt towards Jax and Delilah. Once again, he holds out his hand. I want everyone to go ahead and make perception check.
Good chance Delilah's going.
16.
19.
So Delilah 15, Jax 17 minus 1, so 16.
Okay, you guys all see it as it emanates from this one location, and basically the invisibility itself just sort of vanishes for a second as he casts it. You all see the outline of him as... Okay, that's pretty good. Brandon, I want you to roll for you and Delilah, for Jax and Delilah, dexterity saving throw.
Okay, first one is 13.
Nice.
Second one is 17.
Who was the first one for?
Delilah, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll do Jax 13, Delilah 17.
Okay. I'm going to take that because I feel like you would have rolled for Jax first anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
You take 19 points of lightning damage. Delilah takes 10.
Delilah is unconscious.
Delilah is unconscious as the lightning arcs from his hands as it shoots a straight line through the air in a sort of 5-foot wide blast out toward you guys. Look, Delilah falls on the table as she's trying to run. She falls... Yeah, she falls like that. Alright, that is it for this guy's turn. Come on. There we go. Okay. Next up is Mira. You saw him. Ooh.
Yeah.
You saw this guy. He just
It's
attacked
gonna be
your
so
friend who who you came to say hello to. You like ran over to say hi. What do you want to do?
I am going to run over the 10 feet to where I saw him.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack with my poison short sword.
Okay. Go and make an attack with that.
Oh wow, that's really good. That's 25.
25. 25 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright, this 1d6 plus. And then. So that's 6 piercing, and then 5 poison.
Okay.
And then I'll use my hand crossbow for the crossbow feat and do a bonus action to hit him with my drow poison crossbow.
So you're gonna run away?
No, I'm going to use my crossbow feat, which negates... I ignore the loading property of the crossbow. I can be within 5 feet of a hostile creature.
Wow.
And it doesn't impose disadvantage. And I can attack on a bonus action if I use the attack action.
Wow. Okay.
It's nice if you use crossbows.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that attack.
Come on. And I'm using the... Alright. That's... 16?
16
hit.
hits. Go ahead and
Awesome.
roll damage.
And that's a DC 13 on that.
Poison.
Yeah, so it's
Constitution.
26 too.
He makes it.
Darn, that's 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Got it. So you...
And...
Oh, yep.
No, I think I'll stay with the melee.
Okay. So you run up, and you take out your short sword after seeing that. You come up, you wind up, and you grab him right by the shoulder as a little smirk comes across your face. You jab it into his gut as he... He lets out this, like, shriek of his voice, which you just hate the sound of. You back up just one step, putting your left foot back. You aim your shoulders so that your arm is at a straight line, like your shoulders are at a straight line, so that you can hold out your crossbow and shoot it right into his chest as he once again squints his... I just mixed up 2 words. Winces and squints at that pain. He is still standing, though. Next up, after Mira, are the 2 knights, who are both going to take 13 points of damage each. One of them looking quite worse for wear. They're both going to make strength save. Nope. Critical fail on this guy as he tries to squirm his way out. The tentacle collapses in on him entirely as he moves out of the way. It was able to get a better hold, and it just crushes him and kills him instantly. The other guy just... Oh, wait. The other guy does make it out. Cool. So he makes his way out just in time to see his friend die. No, that tentacle's still there. What am I doing? And that's his action. So that is the end of his turn. Next up, we're back to Zash. No, we are back to Delilah. Brandon, could you do me a favor? Go ahead and make a death saving check for us.
17.
17's a success. Go ahead and mark down 1 success for Delilah. Very nice. Now, Zash. Sorry. You're being dragged off by this knight.
Yeah.
Thinks that he's helping a nobleman.
Is he still holding me?
He's still holding you, and yeah, your sword technically grappled. You need to make a strength check to see if you ungrapple yourself against his 4.
No. I'm gonna use my action to cancel the disguise,
Okay.
and become myself again.
Okay.
and just say, "What are you doing? I'm trying to save you."
You transform back to Zash, and let's see if did I put your yeah to this fire genasi. As he goes, okay, bye. Just,
And
runs
then
off
use
this way.
my bonus action to get another potion.
All right.
Since I can't do anything else.
Okay. What potion are you taking? Health?
The same. I have like 3 of the same ones.
Okay. Go ahead and add that. While you do that, we're gonna go on over to Jax.
Okay. I want to move up and step right in front of Delilah, like kind of guarding her from where I saw the bolt shoot out of.
Okay.
And then I'm, for the first time, gonna use my Ring of Ram.
All right.
I'm gonna expend all 3 charges
Okay.
and right at where I saw that bolt come from. So that's 3 separate rolls, correct?
Yes, I believe that you still have to be within melee.
Nope, it's 60 feet.
All right.
Max healing, by the way.
Max healing, nice.
Okay, first one is 19.
19 hits.
Nat 20 on the second.
Critical success.
And another 19. Oh my god, yes.
Wow. All right, for the first one, go ahead and roll damage.
Holy shit, that's, hang on, 2d10 force damage.
2d10 force?
Yep.
Okay.
And on hit, he also gets pushed 5 feet away. So, okay. So first one is 6. So 13 for the first.
13 damage. Got it. Second one, double all die.
That's 17. So 34 for the second. And 11 for the third. And he's pushed, I don't know if it's a total of 5 feet or if it's 5 feet per hit.
It's 5 feet per hit.
Okay. Oh my god, that was so
Brandon.
awesome. Yes.
Describe to me how you take him down.
Oh my god, yes. So, I know technically it's like 3 separate attacks, but I see like him just kind of like holding out his fist like this, just like charging up one giant ram's head and just and like just destroying this motherfucker.
Alright. You hold out your hand, and with a little smirk and a little dragon growl and a little bit of smoke coming out of your nostrils, even though you're nowhere close to a fire dragon, you launch these 3 ram energy blasts that go flying through the air. The first one hits him. He looks stunned at the hit. Second one hits him again, and he looks terrified just to see the third and final one come up to his face, and it whacks into it, pushing him 20 feet back into the air. He lands on one of the tables. Instantly, the tentacles fade from view and vanish from the air as he's dead there on the ground. You guys did it.
I immediately go and loot the body.
I immediately turn around and use my last lay on hands to heal Delilah.
To heal Delilah. Alright.
It's only 1 point, but
Yeah. You heal up Delilah, and
Is the poison cloud gone too?
the poison cloud is gone as well. Yes. It was moving outside the whatchamacallit anyway.
oh my god, that was awesome.
That was. Let's see.
That thing has +7 to hit, so really happy about that because 2 of those were 12s.
There we go. Alright. You successfully heal Delilah up to 1 hit point as she quickly stands up ready to fight the mage that might still be there. But looking as the dust settles, she sees him sprawn across a destroyed table that he flew into. Mira, walking over to him, setting up, ready to loot the body, I want you to go ahead and make an investigation check for us. And as that happens, Lord Eowyn comes around. His guard still protecting his side.
25.
25. Very nice check.
Make note, I also probably look like a hobo. I have broken glass and liquid all over my body from potions. I have dried wax on the inside of my coat.
Dried wax.
But did I do a 720 on that? I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I'm not being fun of it. I'm sorry if it seemed like I was. I was just like.
No, it's cool. I'm just like, I didn't notice I did it.
Laughing with you, hopefully. You find 450 gold pieces.
Share.
Sunny and share. All right. This is the guy who held all the gold for the lot of them, and you don't find, though, unfortunately, any magical garments. The moment they transformed into themselves, he just appeared to be wearing normal underground robes, to your dismay.
So I just find the gold?
Huh?
So I just find the gold?
You just find the gold. You find
I go to the warrior and search him.
You find like maybe a 50 gold piece bracelet, or no, gentleman's watch kind of thing. Things that he wore to make it seem like he was meant to be with the wealthy, and probably gold that he got through disastrous means to do so.
I will now check the warrior. I'm just gonna go one after the other.
Right.
I used 2 first level spell slots to cure wounds on Delilah, on herself.
Okay. You search the warrior and you search the priestess. Neither of them have anything on them. Nothing. Just their tattered clothing.
I'm just gonna search around the room to see if I see any familiar faces among the dead.
Zash is gonna go over to Jax and just kind of like, make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
While she's doing that.
While you make your way this way, and while Miro makes her way over to the noble men and women who, some of whom are lying lifeless on the ground, some of whom are still in the corner, maybe even couldn't get all the way out, and like with the crowd, or they got trampled and they just went over into the corner. There's this one person teetering back and forth right here. Lord Eowyn comes over. I can't believe that I allowed that to happen. I am so sorry.
I kind of want to be an asshole right now and be like, I did warn you before this got out of hand.
You did. Now my wife, my brother, have paid the price.
Delilah chimes in, and she says, if you happen to have 2 diamonds worth around 300 gold, I can revive them.
I mean, he is a Jarl, so...
How'd you like my Delilah voice?
Very good. This is true. You can really bring them back from the dead.
Yes.
Wait here. Gosh, come with me. As he quickly runs. And this is a man who's, for years, kept his composure, kept his dignity in everything that he does. I mean, even in the most dire of circumstances, he wouldn't run in case of emergency this entire time, he's just walking out of the way. But upon hearing this, he tries to dart with his knight, and they go out of sight, out of the room. Actually, they'd go through here and out of the room. Mira, searching around the faces, you see the noble man, what's his name? Unconscious on the ground, who owns all the fine rag places. You see two knights unconscious. You see a number of people all strewn about, but with a total of about 7 noble women, men and women, you do not recognize any of them. No more than passing face at the party. Your mother...
Looks like a rat got away.
Your mother and your brothers are nowhere to be seen. Peter Flynn is nowhere to be seen. Just a few dignitaries and noblemen and women.
I go back to Jax and the others.
And
I approach. Yep. So he's already up on me. I was gonna say I approach Zash, but I hold up my hand to Zash. Thank you for sticking this out and making sure I didn't die back there. You as well, Delilah.
It was a little touch and go there for a little while.
It was very close.
I wasn't gonna leave you. Just so you know.
Oh yeah, no, 100% believe you.
Okay, good. Roll deception. No, he probably wouldn't have.
Alright. While you guys are standing there laughing after the battle, while you guys are shaking off some of your terrible bruises and allowing to heal some of the others, you guys watch as Lord Eowyn comes in with one of his guards, and he's carrying a handful of various diamonds that he had stored away. He comes up, will any of these do? And he drops them to the ground, and there Delilah sees huge diamonds worth tens of thousands most cases. He goes, please, help my wife and my brother and anyone here that you can.
Right now, she can only help them. In about 8 hours, she can help more people.
What is this? Which spell is this?
It's Revivify, third level.
I'm just gonna say, well, it takes a lot out of bringing someone back from the dead. It takes a lot out of me. As much as I would love to be able to cure all these people instantaneously, I'd only be able to do a few people now, and then I'd need a very long rest to be able to make sure that I could get to anyone else, and even then...
And I think there's a time limit on how long the bodies have been done.
It's 1 minute
and
for Revivify.
Oh, I thought it was an hour.
No.
My bad.
I mean, that was combat, so like it probably hasn't been a minute.
And even then, most of them would be too long gone to bring back. I can help 2 people right now.
There is one that's an hour, right? Something.
Yeah, hold on.
Resurrection, probably.
Oh yeah, it might be Resurrection.
I think that requires 3 people to do that one. Let me look.
Lord Eowyn says, then the life of everyone else will be on my hands. But I would still like to make sure that they are brought back. Very well. They move over, and with 2 large gems, this green light of energy just swirls up around the deceased Lord Eowyn's wife. I have it somewhere in my notes. I'm not going to bring it up now. This swirling energy mixed of a light green effect and just pure white energy swirls up around her. And Delilah, even seeming a little bit, not haphazard, a little bit overly confident in herself, but not dangerously so, holds out her other hand and begins casting the other one at the same time as the first one is coming to an end. Lord Eowyn's wife. Oh thought that was it. Comes back to life as Lord Eowyn's brother too is being swarmed up by this energy, and he too. That was terrifying. I'm so happy to have the two of you back. I am so sorry. I never meant for any of that to happen. It's alright. We just need to make sure that we vet anyone else who comes through a little bit better, yeah? Of course. Oh, I love you too. And they all hug over here, and Delilah slowly walks back. With her head down.
And while they're having an emotional moment over there,
Yep.
you wanna sleight of hand some of these diamonds with me, Mara?
Hey,
How
now you're
loud do
talking.
you say that?
He
It's-
probably
it's-
thinks it in the thing.
Yeah.
Then I hear it instantly.
Yep.
They already said it, DM.
Yep.
That's fine.
What do you guys do? What all
Slap
happens?
hands.
He said it in the thing. Does
I'm doing it.
I put my hand on both of their shoulders and think, I don't think that's a good idea.
I got a 10.
Oh, I got a natural 20.
natural 20. All right. You see just this big pile of diamonds on the ground. Mira, when Sash said that, you already had 3 diamonds worth 10,000 gold pieces apiece stowed away in your pocket
Oh my gosh.
without him even knowing it. He still doesn't know. You both
30,000.
start to pick up some of the items, and while they're hugging, you both pick up another 2 diamonds worth 10,000 gold apiece.
So Jack's his hand on your shoulders did nothing. It's messed up.
No.
Lord Eowyn's brother sits down, and Lord Eowyn walks over with his wife. I can't thank you all enough. I would have lost everything I had in a single night if none of you were here. My foolish decision, my foolish venture, and the blindness that came as a result of it put everyone here in danger, and you guys saved us. Here, I want you all to take whatever I took out of that area as consolation. Split it up amongst yourselves.
So we get all of them anyway. Jax runs over and picks up all that he can put into his hands now that he has permission.
Jax, you have to share. Let's split it evenly.
For a paladin, he's pretty money hungry, but
Right?
I know, but
Right
we love
now.
him anyway.
Pretty sure I have like no money anymore. I spent the rest before we came here because I'm like, oh, we're gonna get like 2,000 gold each.
We're still gonna go collect that. Technically,
Yeah,
We
kept
don't
him
even know if we're
alive.
gonna get it. We have no idea where she went.
Well, it was technically through the crowns,
Oh, so it's like
Yeah.
already paid.
the knights and stuff.
with
Gotcha.
what Jax saw, I feel like Jax would pick up 2 diamonds worth 10,000 gold, give 2 diamonds worth 10,000 gold to Delilah, and both you guys get 1 diamond worth 10,000 gold.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm going to take that diamond, place it in Delilah's hands, and say, if I die, use this. Only for me.
I'll keep it somewhat safe.
Thank you.
We will never find a merchant that will actually buy these diamonds from us.
Like, yeah, we will.
Thank you.
I
so
have
much
enough
again.
money to last me for a couple of years. If I use it right.
If you use it right. You could also use diamonds to enchant, to bring back people from the dead, like you guys.
Yeah,
know.
there is a lot of uses for them.
Yeah, it's not just money.
But I think Delilah's the only one that can actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I could pay a very powerful magician to get this amulet off me.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. What are the odds?
I could maybe pay for law school.
Lord Eowyn says to you guys, though, what were the odds that you guys would even be here tonight? What brought you to this event? I
Well-
don't even remember having any of you invited. I mean, not that I'm complaining. You'll always be welcome from this point on, but...
Well,
Well,
we call
what
ourselves
brought...
the Halters because
No, we
stop
do
things
not. We
permanently.
do not.
the whole
No. No. But what brought me here was a Toulouse Stronghoof. He is someone who has unfortunately been hurt by your actions.
Loose, strong hoof. Can't say I've ever met anyone like that. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
He's a Minotaur. Through your actions and the Drow, he and his family have been put through hell. And I was sent here to make sure justice was served.
Ah. Yes. They had a bit too much rum, I'm afraid. Too much power that I gave them because of my silly quest and stupid obsession with the gates to the Valkyrie.
Delilah perks up.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say that, like, after hearing the mention of Valkyrie, Delilah would perk up and probably tune into the conversation.
And thinking about it, also through your actions, we had to spend a month in the Underdark because we were prisoners. That was fun.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I did not intend any of it. Truly. Tonight was the first I've heard of any of this being malintended, and I had no idea that any of them were Drow, let alone so powerful. I only hope that what I paid you is enough to repay any hardships that you've endured.
It's more than enough.
Well, if there's anything else at all outside monetary compensation, let me know.
Our friend here, Delilah, has been looking for a way to find the Valkyrie.
Yes, I found out about 3 locations where they might be able to reach them.
And also, our friend here, Zash, has this amulet that's been quite a nuisance.
You say this, and his eyes go wide. Wide as could be.
Oh, shit.
Is this an amulet? The amulet of Alcrim.
I kind of step in front of Zash a little bit, kind of on the defensive.
You see, the amulet of Alcrim is... It's been worn by many people in the past, all of whom have met unfortunate demise. But I was still willing to hunt down that amulet by any means to wear it myself, because the wearer has immediate access through the gates.
Oh, shit.
Gates of what?
The gates of the land of the Valkyrie. In the clouds on the heavens up high, only met by 3 mountaintops: Mount Crast, Mount Edmund, or Mount Leonis. he could step through these without having to pass any tests, without having to say a single word. He would be accepted among the Valkyrie and meet with their highest council.
And Zash, you said this amulet was evil, right?
Yeah. I think it's probably best to destroy it wherever we get that far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for the info, though.
Anytime.
Have you heard of a way to destroy the amulet?
Unfortunately, I have not. It is attuned to whoever wears it until their demise, or until they reach the gates, possibly. I don't know. All I know is that it gets them through it. What happens after changes story after story. It changes. It's hearsay. It's all just rumors. Nonetheless, anything we read is just rumors. A lot of the ancient books that I've been collecting and reading contradict themselves evermore, but I still try and learn. Obviously, if your friend has the amulet, then it exists. It is here, and it does something.
So, you have a gate to the Valkyrie here, but you have not been able to pass through.
No, if only. This mountain is high up indeed, but not high enough. The nearest mountain is easily accessible through the teleportation circles that our mages have set up here in the city, and I have one particular set up to Mount Edmund. There, I can access the gate, but only after a tearing trek that I've not dared venture yet, considering that I haven't figured out what the tests at the top are.
Zash kind of like he plays around with one of the diamonds in his pocket, just kind of thinking, and says, "So, what happens to the amulet after someone dies?"
It is just lying on the ground.
Oh my god.
Sometimes it decays around the body. Sometimes it is immediately able to be taken off. And
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
it still
You had
stays
me
on
at
the
taken
body.
off.
Sometimes it lasts. You should know that.
Yeah, that'd be my luck, wouldn't it?
Do you want me to help you out?
No. I don't think you deserve that satisfaction. We'll think about it. Delilah's all out of juice today anyway.
I would be willing to pay for the amulet if you went the means that I think you are. And he looks over at Delilah.
I want to do a deception check. Is the deception check to like see if this guy is like has good intentions?
I think that would be insight.
Yeah, that'd be insight check.
Insight, right? Okay. I was just looking. Deception was higher, so I was trying to. 13.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Well, no, but like,
He's-
can I?
He seems very honest, very trustworthy, very
Okay.
forthcoming with all of his information.
Okay.
After all that happened, he seems very grateful and very open.
Mm-hmm. Why do you want the amulet?
Like
I already
said,
told you it's evil.
I've been waiting for the moment where either I learn the test that I have to pass up at the top, which no mortal has ever done before, or I have that. To reach the land of the Valkyrie. I mean, it's all I've ever dreamed of, and yes, my venture for it might have led so much astray, but something good might come from tonight.
Who's to say that this spirit in the amulet won't taint you? Like it's tried to taint me.
I'm not sure. I've heard that through some of the writings that there was a spirit within. I never knew that that was the truth. If that is the case, then I am susceptible just as anyone else, but I am driven much more than any other.
Yeah, there's a spirit, and it's chatty. I would warn you. That's kind of why I'd rather destroy it.
Very well.
But if anyone gets it, it'll be you.
I'd appreciate and reward it handsomely.
All right, let's go figure out what to do. I need time to think about whether or not I want to die right now.
I need a nap and to wash everything.
You're all welcome to stay here if you wish. And when you go on your adventure, I could lead you to Mount Edmund if you wish.
I mean, you just got your wife and was that your brother back? You sure you want to leave?
Not like I did them any good to begin with, but we could take some time. Whenever you guys are ready, I'll talk it over with them. As he looks at his wife and over off in the far corner his brother.
And
I go
all
on
of your
long journeys many times. Sometimes I'm gone years at a time, and it is hard on them, I know, but if I do this one, he looks at his wife, I believe it will be the last one I need to take. And he looks back at you guys.
I can't help but say you were the democratically recently elected Jarl. Isn't going away for years at a time kind of irresponsible?
Most of it was before I was elected, but
Well, I mean doing it
sometimes-
now.
Most I've been away has been a couple months. Most of the time it is for diplomatic reasons, but sometimes personal reasons have been involved as well.
And have those personal reasons been citizen funded, or was it solely out of your own pocket?
No, it was out of my own pocket, I assure you.
Okay.
In all of your research, have you ever heard of the spirit's intent within the amulet? Any information at all? Why it wants to get to the land of the Valkyrie?
Cannot say I have. I never knew. Actually, I never believed that that was the case. I always believed that it just had magical abilities that let you pass through the gate. If there is a spirit inside, then it must be a spirit that is allowed to pass into. And I suppose it must be a mutual reason that the Valkyrie wanted there. So that's my thoughts. So, shall I tidy up the sauna and the beds?
That sounds lovely.
Then it shall be done. I need to go make a check of all the people that are still with us.
Oh, can you see if our clients are okay?
The clients?
Um,
Who are you guarding by chance?
The Grievishes. They were from Thornapple.
Thornapple. I shall do my best. And he walks away, and the guards, which were standing at various locations, all begin to follow him as he steps out of the room this way. Going to look for... Oh, that's the bad guy.
He's still there.
Yeah. He just follows
Surprise!
it behind him. Surprise! He stabs him in the back. Alright.
There's a necromancer here.
If only that demon were, though.
No.
No.
Says you guys, the mage only had 45 health. I mean...
Yeah.
You came back from
Better off
vacation with
than
a
me.
bloodlust.
Okay, people.
Wait, a
Nonetheless-
mage had more health than me? That's not fair.
Nonetheless, you guys get settled in after a night of talking to diplomat after diplomat, reassuring them to come back to the castle and say goodnight, get a head count of everyone, and then go get a head count of all the waitstaff and writing letters to the families of all the deceased that worked for him, and just so much. He deals with all that, and you guys make your ways over to the lavish rooms which he has set up downstairs in the halls. The two men, the two women share the larger room, and the two men share the smaller one.
If there's any servants still left, I want to request the largest bottle of whiskey they have.
There are, and they come at the ring of your bell and show up, and tears are rolling down their face. But they're there to serve still, and
I
they're
give
putting
them
on
each a
strong
glass.
face. All right, you guys.
Oh, and I give Delilah her stone thingy before we separate. So I was holding on to hers.
Can you guys separate for the evening and make your way to bed for the night? And that is where we're gonna go ahead and end this one, guys.
Oh man.
Thank you
We
so
didn't
much
die.
for watching the entire battle at the ball. We hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe and follow here on Twitch. You can follow for free to this channel, which is www.twitch.tv/themajesticgaming, GAMIN, as well as the YouTube channel, also free, obviously, which is youtube.com/themajestic, or just search The Majestic and you'll find it, where all these videos get uploaded to. So be sure to check those out and subscribe so that you guys can get notified the next time we do more videos. Be sure to check out Zero Score's channel, Justin's channel, where he has some awesome videos that he puts up as well. If you guys want to send in fan art, we would love to have it. Tweet it at TheMajesticGMNG, and it will be featured here on the Twitch channel and on the YouTube channel. So go ahead and send those in, and give us your Twitter handle or whatever you'd like, and we will give you a huge shout out and a huge thank you. But we hope to see you guys again soon. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.